We didn't talk about the racism in the football last week, did we?
No.
Okay. Let's crack into that, bro.
Well, we can mix two racist slurs in one topic. So Wahala wants to talk about the BAFTAs.
It's a film that you recommended, bro.
Yeah. If we did we watch that film?
Yeah.
I watched it. Yes,
Yeah, it's good that we watched the film.
I think watching the film had made a major difference in how
Very
people
much so.
perceive this situation. So at the BAFTAs 2026, taking place in the UK, Daryl Linton and Lindo, sorry. I just yardified it there. Double yardified it. Linton, Daryl Linton. Glad.
I know you begging, eloquently saying nothing.
Spread it up.
Saying nothing. Yeah. Eloquently saying nothing. Saying nothing. Yeah. I know you begging, eloquently saying nothing. Saying nothing. Yeah.
Eloquently saying nothing.
Saying nothing. I know you begging.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects.
How about all the nice ones that we made a few weeks ago?
What's your problem, man? This is the song that people have used.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I just listened to a voice note. Walking down here.
welcome to the
Shout out Ash.
podcast.
You said big up on this tune here. Everyone seems to like this tune except
Yeah,
you.
because they're used to it now.
Nah.
They're used to it now.
There's something about that tune there.
They're used to it, man. We made some really good ones on Suno, bruv.
Yeah, which ones?
I sent you about 3.
I don't think any of them have the same whop as this one.
Are you crazy, bruv?
You got all the names saying Stavros Buzz.
This one's better, man. I think those are one-timers. I can hear them, but over and over again, I can hear this one for a while.
It's just soft.
It's just too long for my liking. I might have
You don't have to play all of it.
to chop it.
I had
It
to
makes my life
listen to. I was having a conversation with one of my guys who is a avid weekly listener. Big up to yourself, Mr. A. You know who you are. And he said next time Wavy comes on, he wants to be on. So I said, listen, just talk to Wavy. You know what I'm saying? Wavy's always welcome, and when he comes, you come too.
Does he know Wavy?
Very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they work in the same establishment as well. And I remember Wavy done something very special for us a couple of years ago.
Yes. Shout out Wavy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Today,
Big up UG.
I'm going UG, bruv. No long thing.
At some point.
I mark it down.
After that video,
I
yeah?
defend
It's
it.
not that, but I haven't been to a football tournament before. Someone who loves the game. I've never been to a World Cup, never been to Euros, never been to AFCON. I think it's only fitting to go to an AFCON first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
you definitely need to go to an AFCON.
So I'm going to the next one. It's happening. So it's going to be Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. I know people in Uganda. I know people in Kenya. Not anyone in Tanzania, but my boy does. So who knows? I'm going, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
You man coming?
Hopefully.
If I went to some of these countries, I don't want to see no one I know, you know.
I hear you.
I don't want to see no one, because then I have to be entertaining them. I don't want to entertain them.
You don't have to be entertaining anybody.
What do you mean? They want to talk to you then? And I don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
that's
talk to
just
them.
normal.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. I want to go to the country to be on my own.
You went to Colombia, innit?
Yeah.
And you said that people started talking to you.
Everywhere I go, people start talking to me. And I try as much to dismiss them as possible.
Yeah, but it's just inevitable. It doesn't matter where you at, bro.
The Colombia one was funny because there was women that were talking amongst themselves, and they tried to get me and the one husband that was quite happily eating these whatever shrimp on his own to have a conversation. Me and the man just looked at each other like, this is not what we came here for.
Was he there on his own as well?
He was there with his wife.
Oh, see.
But the wife had made friends, and now she was trying to then make her husband's friends as well. The husband was like, I'm happy eating my shrimp. And I was also happy listening to my house. Yeah.
Somebody's breathing heavily on this mic.
It's Mr. Wolfie. He was doing that last week as well.
It's not me for
He was
once.
doing that last week. I was shocked at how much breathing he was doing last week.
Is there something wrong with your chest?
I don't know. Maybe.
Today I did a good
I haven't been gym properly in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
That might be, yeah, man.
You need to get yourself in the gym.
What's stopping you?
Excuses. Simple.
So they're on them.
I don't like to make them. So, yeah. If I'm really on it, I don't make excuses.
I couldn't even walk this week, and I'll still find myself in the gym every day.
Maybe that's
I
not for
swear
the
you were
best.
told not to go to the gym, bruv.
What did you say?
Did the doctor tell you to go easy on the gym?
No, he told me not to do things with my well, I still got arms, you know. It's the legs that was the problem. I can still use my arms.
So you're just doing top half.
I was just doing top half movements.
Johnny Bravo business.
Easy. I'm moving like, what's his name? What's the one from Family Guy that's on the wheelchair? The wheelchair.
Oh, my man.
Yeah, the wheelchair. The policeman that can just do bare things with his arms but can't do nothing with his legs.
That's funny, bro.
I wanted to start off the pod like this. I was going to do the normal intro, but we did our rolling start. So I want to play this in entirety. So I think it's about 2 minutes, but I heard it. I like it.
I likes you.
My father used to always tell me, don't look down on nobody unless you're going to help them up.
That's right. Say that in the Bible.
So the minute we know that,
footstool.
make us better human beings, man.
Right.
I try to live by side. Listen, man, I don't face death. I got closer to God than all y'all. I mean, 10 days in a coma. You think about count 10 days. I was out. So I'm just fortunate to be here. I don't believe in luck. If you want luck, go to Atlantic City, go to Vegas, nigga. I'm fortunate, I'm blessed.
That's what I tell this nigga over here, man.
Every morning when I open my
Atlantic
shades.
City, go to Vegas, you want luck, nigga.
Every morning when I open my shades, even on a cloudy day like today, I say the sun might not be out, but it's up. The rest is up to me.
Bless. I woke
Your
up.
decisions, man, your choices. Y'all made some great choices. Think about it. Yeah, yo. Where you at in life, man? Yes, man. You made some great fucking choices. Yes, you too, Merc.
Facts.
Great choices.
That's
Think
a
about
fact.
it.
That's a fact.
Lee, look, where you at? We in here. Everybody in this room being productive. Time is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Right.
Time. When they want to punish you, what they give you? Time. When they want to reward you, what they give you? Time. You can live 30 years with cancer. Time. You got time. I don't got time for that. Time. So I think when we expire and we go to his kingdom, he going to ask us, what the fuck did you do with the time I gave you on earth?
Right.
Did you help or did you hurt?
Right. Wow.
Did you think about anybody else or did you think about yourself?
Damn.
Nah, you got to do something with your time. Stay productive.
This man made bare money because of that car crash that he had, you know.
What car crash?
That's Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. He had a car crash with a Walmart van.
Okay.
And he got like 90 million or something from it. Some stupid amount of money, bruv.
So he got a lot of time.
Like, a lot of money as well. So he'd be doing stuff.
Is that why he was in the coma for 10 days?
Yeah. He almost died.
Yeah, he nearly died.
But he got bare money from it.
So what, they crashed into him?
I don't know, but he obviously, whatever happened, he was in the right.
He won the case.
And he got bare money from it.
Damn.
And there's speculation
He's got
about,
good lawyers, I
about
guess.
90 million or something like that.
90 million.
Something stupid, man.
God damn.
Yeah, America likes to sue, innit?
Talking about good deeds, I did a good deed before I came here, you know.
What was that?
So I went to said bread shop. Shout out that happening. I went there to go and buy my bread and then Nitty came in, right? I was going, can you get me some food? I said, he's asking for food. He's not asking for money yet.
And in the background you heard,
what's that? Yeah. Nah, that's all the ones in Brixton that was moving like that. The Brixton ones move like they're in Thriller. But anyway, so he's like, I have some food. So I said, you know what? Why not? Blessings, man. Let him get the man some food. I said, what do you want? He go, can I get a chicken and sweet? No, in fact, no. Can I get a tuna and sweet cool bagel? I said, this man has got taste. Like, fair enough. So I said, all right, cool. Can I get a tuna and sweet cool bagel for the guy? He goes, can I get 2? I said, you know what? You can get 2. Get 2. Blah 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 blah. So we just did, and now obviously because I'm buying him food, he doesn't understand the protocol that you do stuff with Wahala. Then it's different from other people. I want you to shut up now. I don't want you to talk to me again.
Yeah.
But now he wants to start conversation.
Okay.
What's your name, brother? Where you from? All this type of stuff. Blah blah blah. How old are you? So I tell him how old I am. Oh, I'm almost 50. He's like, yeah. You're looking older than me. I said, bigger than you, even bigger than me or whatever it was. I said the nitty has
Mate.
The nitty has landed.
After he asked for 2, he's still gonna give you 2. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna give you a duke, you know.
Sonic boom.
I don't even think he was bigging me up or not. He's like, yeah, you're bigger, you're bigger or whatever. I said, and then he tried to like make himself look bigger. I said, listen, it's fine.
Just take your
go
bagel
to
and
the
shut
gap,
your
please,
mouth.
That's funny. Man.
Then he had, can I get some change? I said, listen, I just bought you food. You don't worry about it. I ain't got no change. Just take the food. All right. Then
On that note, it's hard out here for a pimp.
For real.
Can I have change? I'm looking at you like, bruv, are we in 1999?
what changed?
What are you talking about?
I've changed in the car sometimes. But that's very, very, very.
I even clean the car out now. It's just worthless. When situations come and people are actually asking me for money, the look I give them, like, what planet are you from now? Where are you living? That you think I've got any change in my pockets? I used to carry notes with me. I don't even have notes anymore. It's like because I was telling my missus, somebody needed money this week, and then that's why it came up in my mind. And I said, I cannot remember the last time I used money. I can't even remember.
I use money.
Because you're rather old.
Wow. Jay.
You are J.R. Hartley business.
Hartley.
I know Mr. Wilson's the type of man that they will ask him for whatever said currency or money that he needs to give them, and he will be checking which one he wants to give them. I don't know if I want to give them this £5. I will give them this pennies I have. And he will be counting it.
No, man. No, I've done something similar the other day as well. So it's good. It's good to give. Like what was I doing? I think I was coming back from nights, and sometimes after nights, I finish in the morning and I go to the gym. Yeah. This time, so I drove to the gym. I got to the car, and what I'll do is I'll get change in the car. So I went to the boot, and I left my kit out. So I was fuming. So I couldn't go to the gym. So I ended up going to Aston. I see a buddy there. And I just asked him, like, do you want some food?
You asked him?
Yeah, because he was just there, at the outside. Do you want food? He said, yes, please. So I got him 2 pieces of food. At that time of the day, it was about 7:30.
You sound like you're feeding an animal.
I got him 2 pieces of
It's
food.
2 pieces.
Yeah, well,
Take it and stick it.
I got him a Cornish pasty because it had just come out, so it was hot. And I got him a sandwich and a drink. So I said, eat this now, and he can have this for later.
So you gave him a meal deal, basically.
Yeah, I gave him a meal, warm food and then cold food, and he was.
I don't like how you dictated to him what he must eat now and later.
Do you know what made me laugh as
There was no dictation.
Well,
it was
a suggestion.
It was a suggestion, and the fact that the warm meal was there, ready to eat, it would have made sense.
Yeah, but he could have eaten both of them.
Yeah, he could have, but he just was so happy. It's nice. It's nice to.
Congratulations, brothers. Before you move on, can we say, well done?
I don't want that well done, but I just think that we should.
I'm going back to the same nitty again. So you're moving on.
We haven't finished.
No, because I remember this as well. So when because you just mentioned it. So when I got over the food now, he didn't ask for a drink. I said, do you want a drink? So yeah. And I was thinking, okay, this man's got the real drink.
He didn't ask for liquor.
No, he asked for Diet Coke, and I don't know why. I thought, like, why would you want that? What you want that real uncut raw sugar when you?
He's already on that.
So I want Diet Coke, like he's looking after himself.
Sugar's not doing
I said, he's looking after. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the Diet Coke. Look after this. I said. He's bad up. You moving it too much, you'll see them, boy.
Oh my God. He said, why are you getting the Diet Coke?
That real uncut raw, bro.
You actually asked him?
No, I was in my head, but then he was like, but he said to me, keep it healthy. And I was like, all right, no problem, brother. Get the Diet Coke.
Mr. Ital, when's the last time you helped a straggler?
Oh, it's been a while now. But those things randomly happen to me. I randomly usually help. I don't normally buy food though. I'll just give them money.
I buy stuff. I buy stuff for people all the time. The other time I bought, especially when I'm in that shop, when auntie was in there, it was just me and the auntie. I just bought her bread. She was so happy, boy. She gave me 2 blessings, boy. Gave me some blessings. But sometimes I was like, you know what? If you got it in your hand, man, that bread is expensive as well these days.
Last time I gave money was to an auntie as well. And she gave me a full story about how she's not from the area and that she's got to get a train back to where she's got to go to
get correct.
The train cost, the train ticket, I think she said, or what she needed to finish up to buy the train ticket worked out to around about £10.
I got that as well.
You heard that one?
Twice. It would happen twice though. Come out of Nando's, you know, as I do. And there was a black guy and he said that he needs £10 for him and his son. And lo and behold, I didn't have any money on me. So I said, sorry, bro, I just ain't got no money. And then
Go to the cash point.
And then no, he wasn't like that.
I've had that one.
Yeah, I've had that. But it was just like he sounded really genuine. Like, I just need this, you know, for whatever reason. I can't remember what he said. He sounded, I just, bro, if I would have had it, I would have given it to him.
Yeah.
And then about 2-3 months later, the same thing happened as I'm walking back to work. This time further down in Sainsbury's car park, a guy comes from a different ethnicity this time, South Asian, and he comes with the same kind of story.
They have their
money.
brief.
Yeah, and I had the money. I just take it, bro.
What?
You know, and at the end of the day,
if the Asian man,
if they're gonna use it for whatever they're gonna use it for good or for bad, whatever, innit? Just
I'm not whatever. I don't smoke. I don't take drinks. I don't do pipe. But I'm gonna facilitate yours.
I'm not funding you.
Yeah,
so
he didn't look like a crackhead. He had a woman and a child.
They know how to clean up these days, man, because they've got that same sheet. I've heard the same
you know what
story.
Slumdog Millionaire?
Nah, but I can tell.
But I can't
can tell
that from me
crackheads,
no
bro.
more.
I can tell a crackhead from someone who's in lead, man.
I used to until I'm hearing similar stories from everyone. Where are these stories coming from?
I think people are just desperate, and they are desperate that so much that they would just ask a
So randomly did this on hard times.
Yeah.
And so this is the story for me to collect money from different people.
Yeah. This one told me that he got punched in the face by some white people.
Next one.
Wait, he told you he got punched in the face by some white
And he's black.
Yeah.
And he needed to let you know they were white.
Yeah.
So brother man, look after me.
In his way. But I really told him I'm getting the food. But there is one man that gets on my train often, yeah, and he got me the first time. And he's like, oh, he's a Nigerian man. He got on the, oh, my brother, I come to this country. I'm trying to get to my daughter. I need to get, I'm on the train and I need to get the money to go there. I knew he was not talking nonsense, but I thought I need something for food. That's all right. I had £10 in my wallet. I gave him the £10. So he went about his business. A couple of weeks later now, no, he's like, are you Yoruba? He did everything. Then he started speaking to me Yoruba, this, that, I was all right, fine. This man's tried it, so I was giving him the money. Tutu's now about 3 or 4 weeks later, he gets on the same train, gets on the same platform, the same everything. Oh, my brother said the same. He forgot that he had already did this thing to me, yeah? I told him, get out! He already said the same thing to me that couple of weeks ago. Oh! And then he walked off. Oh! Then he did it again. The third time. And that's what I just said to him. Listen, I didn't even think I said, listen, stop doing this to me. He goes, I even denounced my own nation. Are you Nigerian? I said, no.
Shout out Jesus.
I said no, bro.
Which one of the disciples denounced Jesus?
I can't remember.
Was it
Judas, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Judas that would denounced
No,
Jesus.
Judas sold him out
sold him out.
the
How was it?
Timothy.
What's his name?
Is it Timothy?
I can't remember which one it is.
Man, it's one of the important ones, I'm sure.
One of the important.
Because out of the 12, some of them are not important.
It was like Peter that did it.
Well, out of the 12, how many of them
Peter's
do you
in my
actually
head, but I'm not
remember?
sure.
I think it's Peter. That's what I'm saying. It was one of them. Like Peter.
I'm not sure.
Man, like Peter was important. Some of these disciples were important.
He told Peter he told whoever it was, he told to denounce him.
No, he said it's going to happen before the cock crows. You're going to denounce me 3 times.
3
The man
times,
said,
yeah.
I'll never do it.
I'm sure it's Peter.
I'll never do it.
It's Judas.
No.
Peter. Denial of Peter.
It's
Peter. I knew it was
That's
Peter.
Well done.
Anyway, let's get this podcast rolling, bro.
Yeah, let me do my
Oh, well,
job.
can I do my little story as well? Then, if everyone got
Go on, then.
it wasn't given like this, but I was dropped my son to school. I was late. As I'm leaving, somebody caught up with me. Hey, I think I'll never get to talk to you. Like I'm Youssef. I'm from Morocco. I said, I was just there last year. He's like, oh, which part? I forgot which part of Morocco.
Marrakesh.
Man, I had to go through a big list.
Agadir or Marrakesh, bro.
Then when he said, was it busy? I said, yeah. He said, Marrakesh. He's Marrakesh. He went to, because apparently the rest of Morocco's not busy. But anyways, as we continue, and he's like, I've been here, we're African. I want to basically.
Is he from the school? Like
He's a parent.
Okay.
He's got 2 kids there. Basically, what I've gathered, because apparently he's run my wife down sometime in the past and did the same thing where it's like, basically, as Africans, I just want to link up with all the Africans. By the time we left, we hugged. but Magda hugged me as he was leaving. He gave me 2 things I'll give out. One is that he was talking about his mum. His mum had passed away. He said that the last time he went to Morocco was, I think, 2 years or so after his mum had passed. And I said, "Oh, so when you're going back?" And he's like, "You know, back home is like there are two reasons to go back, kind of thing. Is that your mum, you know, us Africans, your mum is important. It's like, you know, that is fine, but we know we love our mum. Now that mum's not there, it's like there's only half a reason to go back home. In essence, he was almost telling me like I got no reason to go back there anymore. When mum was there, I would go back there. He said I used to call her every day. He said, call your mum. Your mum still? I said, yeah. Call your mum. Call your mum. Don't ever blah blah blah. Call your mum every day. I call my mum every day, twice sometimes. But the main thing he did was this is what I said. It's like once he found out I'm Nigerian, he said, "Oh, Bawani." I said, "Oh, bro, I can't speak." He said, "Oh, you can't speak." I said, "No, I'm born here. I'm born here." It's like, you know what? I've been here 25 years. When I first came, I needed to go to the doctor. He took out his phone. Hola, this is the doctor that dealt with me. I didn't have a job. I told her, you know, I'm looking for a job. She sorted me out. Yeah, he's saying this in his accent. And it's like, up to now, I still call her and check up on her. It's like, she took a chance on me. And so, in essence, it's like, I love Nigerians. It's like that. And then when he was staying here, when he first got here, he was in a house full of Nigerians. And he said, I think it was a Ghanaian, but it was another African. He said, one Indian came later, but first it was just us Africans. And I loved them, and they looked after me, and that's where I learned the language. So he just had this thing where it's like, he seemed like he was very happy with Nigerians. And when I mentioned skin tone, because he mentioned that from skin tone you can tell different parts of Morocco. And then when I said, oh, so it's different, and he thought I'm trying to insinuate that there's a hierarchy of colour, and he was very adamant. No, we're all one colour. I was thinking, yeah, brother, maybe you think that, but not everyone thinks that. But he's like, no, we're all the same. It's just you can tell different places. Some people have blue eyes if they're just from this part of Morocco, blah, 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 blah. But I just thought it was very nice, very sweet that this man was there running around trying to hook up with other Africans.
He's only doing that because AFCON's next year.
You know what? You know what we should have said to him?
Go on.
You should have said to him, invite Jim Davison to Morocco. He'll tell you which colours is what.
Jim Davison, the comedian?
No, is it Jim Davison or the guy that did that had the Tourette's?
Oh, I can't remember his name. Okay, after Mr. Wu, after the intro, let's do these intros, and so
he'll tell you which colour they are, right from the back.
All right, and so we'll have that as the first topic. But right now, let's do these intros.
Everyone on the roster.
What is his name?
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize.
I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most of the socials. And I am the truth. To my right.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie Empress Menin Mama.
The Honourable Gentleman, John Davison.
Gaza forever.
Gaza, we say forever alliance of the foundation. We say boom, we say bam, we say boo.
In front of me is my brother, your brother, our brother.
That big white alliance, that was good people.
This is a rendition of.
To my left.
Wait for the wolf who should be coming directly.
2 weeks.
You feel better, motherfucker?
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, I do miss that, bruv. I do miss that. This is a rendition of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get some kind of reincarnation of the good Simple Simon and his rendition.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were talking about. Sorry, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're breathing very heavily, bro.
I don't know.
Maybe I need to turn your mic down. Your mic isn't even that loud.
Oh, is that me?
Oh!
Can you imagine if that was Mr. Wolf or
I put my phone
somebody
down.
else?
I put my phone down.
These smartphones have got a mind of their own, ain't they?
Yeah, boy.
You also are rather old. Like the Nitty said. You're older than me, bro.
Anyway, you can catch me on Instagram on aka Mr. Wolf, on Twitter on aka _Mr. Wolf. What's going on? I've got something from a lady called OK Lady K, and also Lumee LUMEE_M. His Instagram page is fascinating when it comes to Yoruba culture, and language, food and everything. He's very good.
So you got 2 videos?
It's one video with 2 people in it.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. And it goes a little
Yeah, you kept on switching gender.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, so it goes like this. Are we ready?
It goes like this.
In English, we say, I want to ride your face.
Ní èdè Yorùbá, a ó sọ pé, mo fẹ́ wọ ọkọ̀ tí ń ṣe ojú rẹ̀, imú rẹ̀, àti ẹnu rẹ̀.
I want to feel you inside me.
Mo fẹ́ mọ bó ṣe rí tí o bá wà nínú mi.
I want to hear you say my name.
Ó bá jọ pé orúkọ mi kí n gbọ́.
Shut the fuck up, get on your knees, and open your mouth.
Mẹ́nu mọ́, kúnlẹ̀ kó la ẹnu rẹ̀.
You are such a bad boy. You are such a bad girl.
Ọmọkọ́mọ.
So which is better, English
or Yoruba?
It was them.
There is no wisdom there, mate. That's for damn sure.
There's plenty of wisdom there, bro.
Yeah, plenty of wisdom. So yeah,
which one of those lines was your favorite?
I can't even remember now, but for me, everything in Yoruba just sounds so. It just sounds better. It sounds better in Yoruba, and the more I'm learning, so I'm trying my best to really dig deep and learn this time. I've been saying it for the best part of 10 years, man, but let's stop faffing about it, because that's what I've been doing. You know, whilst you got breath in your lungs, even though I'm breathing quite heavy recently, whilst you got breath in your lungs and you got time, do what you want to do what you need to do. And part of the things I want to do is learn an instrument and learn a new language, and one of the languages is my own. So, yeah, in Yoruba, it sounds good. Sounds fantastic.
You finished?
Yeah. You can catch me on Instagram and AK Mr. Wolf, on Twitter and AK _ Mr. Wolf. What's going on? And
of course, before we start, always, every week, in our art.
Spider sense, tingles.
Spider sense.
Tingling. Shout out DJ Web Slinger, the actor. Peace and love. Always.
I hate seeing the NatWest logo pop up on my flipping notifications, boy. Because 9 times out of 10 it's something taken out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember, you're blessed. You're not lucky, you're blessed.
Remember that conversation we was having last week?
I can't remember.
About the taxes.
Yeah, I'll never look at my tax. You're talking about it today is again at work. Just, pay rises and what have you, and people saying, yeah, but the tax man. I said, listen, 1,000 years people are getting taxed. 2,000 years they were getting taxed. Do you know what? They couldn't do anything about it, and neither can you. Look at what comes in, and that is it. Don't worry about anything else.
No, don't look at what comes in. Look at what's going. Look what's in the net column. Don't look at what comes in, because that will make you even more upset.
Yes.
If you look at your gross, you'll shoot somebody.
You might be getting taxed wrong,
Yeah, but the thing is 9 times out of 10, if you're getting taxed incorrectly, they will find out and they'll pay you back.
How do you know it's 9 times out of 10?
No, because I hear stories of people getting their tax refunds and things like that. But if you are on checking it to see if you're getting the wrong tax code, which one of the guys thinks he's got the wrong tax code, investigate. But don't every month be looking at, I got paid such and such. Oh, look at the tax. Okay, if I gave you £10 and then to take £5 for such and such, you're still going to have a fiver.
Mr. Wolf is proper ancestral, because all this information is word of mouth from someone. Someone told me this. Someone has told me that.
It's interesting. In this, when I went to the Tate today and the Nigerian modernism, what do you call it again?
Art exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
I was with half Zim, half South African, and they were talking about, and I was saying that some of these names, they don't have any of the dots and the hyphens on it, and she's like, no, that's wrong. They should put it on there. And she's like, what do you think about that? And I'm like, well, to be fair, this stuff is based on English, anyways. All that stuff is there as an extra, but really, our language is a bit more oral, because I don't. What are you scrunching up your face for?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Those the letters that we write with, are based on Roman, English, whatever
characters. But
Roman English.
No, what, you think it's all ABC? It's all what you think? It's just a coincidence that they all look exactly the same as English. It's based on English. Okay. I don't know what language we were using before white men came in terms of written down.
Oh, written.
That's why it's not Latin.
Okay, whatever it is, I'm saying that our language, many languages in Africa, I think Egypt is an exception, which is why they have like thousands of years of those documents, which we don't have. Remember, all our civilizations are very old, but we don't have these papers and scrolls and rolls that Egypt has.
And why is that?
Because we were all
and the white man came and burned it.
That's maybe I'm wrong, and please, actually, it's not an insult. It's not a cuss. If I'm wrong, then please reach out, whether it's through Spotify.
What are you
or
saying
social
that
media,
could be wrong? Sorry,
that we don't. The written language came after white man come.
Okay, I think the written language was there prior.
Symbols,
yes, and whatever we did have was stolen or burnt.
Well, I'm not going to dispute that anything we had was
because Timbuktu had libraries long before, the white man arrived.
I'm talking about Nigeria.
I know, and I'm saying that Timbuktu had libraries and books, and I'm going to say and assume that we weren't that far off of what other countries or nations or tribes around us had.
They could have. You can't eradicate everything, though.
Yeah,
of course you can't.
Okay.
Argentina enters the group chat.
How about Black Panther, boy? My man nearly eradicated every flipping herb, boy. Nearly got rid of all of them except for one.
Shit.
The Black Panther. We didn't talk about the racism in the football last week, did we?
No.
Okay. Let's crack into that, bruv.
Well, we can mix two racist slurs in one topic. So Wahala wants to talk about the BAFTAs.
It's a film that you recommended, bruv.
Yeah. Did we watch that film?
Yeah,
I watched it.
Yes, it's good that we watched the film.
I think watching the film had made a major difference to how people perceive this situation. So at the BAFTAs 2026, taking place in the UK, Daryl Linton and Lindo, sorry. I just yardified it there. Double yardified it. Linton. Glad. You know there's a big battle between the Americans and the UK about Daryl, yeah? Because obviously he's born in the UK and he's just was raised in America, and everyone's just like, he's American. He's not. He himself is like, I'm more American than I am British. I've been, born.
What did I see the other day? And I see him in it.
Oh no,
Malcolm X.
Yeah, he's in everything. But I'm thinking in my head, I wonder if they asked him if he was Jamaican, would he say I'm Jamaican? Because when he was in the UK them times there, you wouldn't say he was black British because that didn't exist. He would have been Jamaican if he's Jamaican. I don't know if he's Jamaican, but they're right. I got to put there right.
They're right.
I call him sub there right. I'm in Jamaica, I mean, I plenty of people out there,
Why?
I mean, that's
shoes on.
Well, that's going to be another topic, actually. Bro. Did you hear about the Cork politician?
Yeah, that was speaks in the back. Okay, all right, yeah. Anyway, so Michael B. Jordan was on the stage and they were presenting an award. I'm not even sure what the film was for, but he was presenting an award. And we've heard us talk about this film, I Swear, which is about a man called Jordan Davison who has Tourette's, and he's a Tourette's advocate. He's helped her, like he's got an MBE for the amount of help he's done for people with Tourette's and whatever. And they invited him to the show. So he was in the BAFTA show. Because that film was nominated for a few awards. Yeah. And when those two decided they was on the stage to talk, he then had what they call a tick, which is basically when you have Tourette's, sorry. There's different types of Tourette's. I forgot what this one is, but there's one particular type of Tourette's that you say things that is very inappropriate that come to your head and it just comes out. You don't mean to. The most inappropriate thing that you can say to a person will automatically come to your head and come out. It's like they say it's the most inappropriate as well. It's not even like a half and half. But anyway, so he saw two black men on the stage, and the most inappropriate thing you could say to two black men on the stage is the N-word, and he screamed it out in the background while they were presenting. They went quiet for a moment, and then they continued, and they finished. And unfortunately for him, and I don't know about for Delroy and Michael Jordan, but definitely for him, the BBC, although they had a delay in when they could show this program, decided to leave that in. So the rest of the world then heard it, and a lot of people, especially a lot of very ignorant people, have now decided that this man is a full-blown racist, and they need to burn him at the stake. There, you also had people like Jamie Foxx and what's my man, the monk from The Wire, saying that they don't care about what his Tourette's is. He meant what he said, and that caused a load of other people to now get involved on the internet and stuff like that. It's
good for the conversation, to be fair.
It is, but then it's just it then turned to a UK America thing where the Americans were saying that the UK black people are soft, and you just accept anything from anyone, because a lot of the UK people, I believe, might understand one about Tourette's, and two about the film itself. Like the UK's had people from Tourette's on television. So do you remember the guy that won Big Brother?
Yeah.
So like Tourette's hair is not something that's not known. You know, it's been seen on television.
And that film's not out in America as well.
Oh, it's not out yet.
No,
so that makes it even more.
It's even worse.
The podcast, one of the ones I listened to, the film one, where they talk about films like 6 months, 12 months in advance. I remember they didn't talk about the film. You were talking about the film. They didn't talk about the film.
Okay.
And then after the BAFTAs, and this was before because they were tweeting the results before it was shown on TV, and these guys were doing a live podcast going off the tweeted results or the results. So once he won the best actor, they were like, "Wow, we really have to see this film. Have any of you seen?" And everyone said no. And I'm like, "These guys see the films ages in advance." And they're like, "Yeah, it's not out yet, so we'll see it when it comes out." But that's made me really want to watch it. And I was like, "Oh,
okay."
So these are real reviewers that
that adds a bit more context then, because again, I believe if you watch the film, it would be a lot easier for you to maybe believe that the guy is not racist. Even if you still, again, might be offended by what he has said, you may say, okay, he just cannot help it. So anyway, so as I said, the Tourette's that he has tics where he has certain things he does that he has to do over and over. Because they say that Tourette's also comes with stuff like, what's this?
OCD.
OCD, yeah. So you have to do certain things. So with him, he had to, whenever you see the lamppost, he has to kiss it. And stuff like that. And but one of the big things that he has a problem with is that he says things that's very inappropriate at the time when he sees you.
Views.
Huh?
I said views.
Views what?
Inappropriate views.
You've laid the you've laid the. Are you still talking?
No, I'm not. But I don't understand what your views are.
What are you?
What is your views on it? Okay,
you've given the explanation. I think quite thoroughly and well done. Views on the things.
Oh, I've seen the film, and because I've seen the film, when I heard it, I was like, "How about it's that guy? He has that condition. He has that issue." So, as much as the content of what he said, like I've always believed anyway, when it comes to the Tourette's thing, that it's always a bit weird that they always want to shout out ill shit. But if it's part of the condition, it's part of the condition.
Yeah, it's a particular part of there's different types of Tourette's, and that one is a particular thing that whatever is the most inappropriate thing they could say comes to their head and they say it. It's weird.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just like, well, it is what it is. I do find it weird that it just happens to be the most extreme inappropriate stuff. It's not the other side. It's not great stuff. It's bad stuff. I do find that a bit funny, but
there might be other ones that are completely opposite, where they'll have to hug you and kiss you and stuff like that. I don't know. But what I was finding really interesting is that I actually had a lot of embarrassment.
Oh, okay.
Like embarrassment, like secondhand embarrassment for some of the black people that I was and their comments that I was reading.
Oh, okay.
And there's people that I know as well, and what they were writing, and I was like, you just sound so dumb. Like literally, actually, very dumb. But it's because you're ignorant about the situation. But then I don't have a problem at the beginning when you're ignorant. But then when people are telling you and showing you stuff, and you're just like, I don't care about that. I believe you this. And I was like, no, you just look dumb, man.
Mr. Wolf.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and I've said this on a few occasions, it may sound a bit harsh, but I think that a lot of, and I think Stavros said that we're all racist anyway, but for me, most white people are racist until they prove to me that they're not. So he said what he said. How does that now prove that he's not a racist anyway? Like, he might be racist. Do you get what I'm saying? So he said what he said, and it's down to his condition. And I don't think that there is a real formal or real proven way that you, or real thing that you can prove that he didn't say it out of the context of his condition. It's just it's fortunate or unfortunate. I don't know how to even put it. It's the way it is. Just how Simple Simon has said. He's got the condition. He says what he says. The condition states that he will say the most inappropriate things at a moment of quietness. Apparently, that's what it is as well. When everybody can hear. So he said what he said, didn't it?
You said it multiple times in the night, you know.
Yeah, and that to me doesn't tell me that he's not a racist. He just said what he said. And then on top of that, my real beef is with the BBC.
Yeah,
and then with the BBC, they have got previous with so many issues. Do you get what I'm saying? And then they'll come out with an apology. There's going to be investigation. No, this is what you do. Do you get what I'm saying? This is normal for the BBC. So when I saw there's a social media influencer that I follow called The Merc. He's a Nigerian guy who does a lot of African commentary and politics and things like this. And he basically said, when you go on platforms like that, don't be surprised when they do things like what they do. And what they done is that they decided that they were going to air it. So there was a couple other things that was said at the BAFTAs that they decided, we're not airing this. So someone made the decision that they were going to air this.
And that was a big thing because one person said free Palestine and they removed it.
And they removed it. So they don't care about us.
Can we take a moment? On behalf of the BBC, to be the devil's advocate, I'll say there are two things. One is that you cannot imagine how much content they put out every day. And you're going to make mistakes. We make mistakes just editing this 2 hours every day. So that's one. And two, when Wahala put this video in the group and told you that there was something to listen to, you still didn't hear what he said. And that is how it sounded when you were playing it back. If you were in the room, you would have heard something different. But as it sounded on the TV, I watched it live. I heard him say something. I watched it. I heard him say something. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
And this is me as an engineer that engineers and edits this podcast.
I've got to be honest. I don't care whether I didn't get it the first time. The point is that it was said and it was aired. So, you know, that this idea that people make mistakes. No, they don't make mistakes, bro. Like the BBC, like if you ask ChatGPT or any AI or Google, list the amount of atrocity type or mistakes, quote unquote, that the BBC have done in the past 20 years. Yeah. It's gonna come out with a mad list.
Yeah, because it's done so much content.
And it's not going to be a list of minor things. We're talking about things like Jimmy Savile, you know. It's just a non-stop or a consistent conveyor belt of madness that comes from the BBC. They've got previous. It happens. It's normal for me. Do you get what I'm saying? The idea that it's a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It was very intentional.
I don't know.
They knew what they were doing.
I don't know. The reason why I'm with Mr. Wolf is because I think people actually told them and called them and said that before the time that is aired to say that this thing had happened and to get rid of it, and they still didn't get rid of it. So, and again, at the time, you would have seen everybody was aghast about the situation. And another reason why I think that they need to be extra vigilant, is because they know they have somebody with Tourette's that's been going through it the whole of the program.
Apparently they had a mic near him.
Yeah. But he put him at the front with a mic. And apparently
he complained about that.
I don't think he was at the front.
They said he was somewhere near the front with the mic.
I could see him where he when the man was winning the award. I could see where he was walking from. I don't think they were near the front. But maybe.
But anyway, yeah, and they told him that they're gonna blur out all of his swearing and all of that type of stuff. They did this man dirty. They properly did him dirty because they said they were gonna blur out all of the stuff that he says to, you know, not make it offensive to the people that's gonna be listening. And they've now put him in a massive pickle.
Can I also say he did himself dirty? So the two things I was gonna mention was one that they did edit some other things out. I didn't edit that. Again, I am not privy to whether they did it on purpose or not. But obviously, these two guys believe they did. Fair enough. But what did happen is that this John Davison did make a general apology, but he didn't specifically apologise to the people that he actually was racist to. From my
he has apologised. He did. He reached out to the whatever the people that make sinners or whatever to try and give them a direct apology.
I would suggest that you should make that apology public as well. For the sake of, because end of the day, if you scream out that word, you are not just talking to the people on the stage.
You're not talking to anyone.
You are. Whether you mean it or not is different. You said it out of your mouth. I am here on your side, Wahala, saying that I understand, partially because I watched the film, partially again because like we understand Tourette's a bit more, because when I was actually watching Big Brother, the time when that dude won 20 years ago, so it is part of the lexicon of this country where because that dude became famous and he put Tourette's on the map 20 plus years ago or however long it was in this country winning Big Brother. So I'm saying I'm giving you the grace that I understand that you did that and I'm not holding you to that. But at the same time, you're on a big platform now. You knew to make an apology. I think you should say apology to tease. I'm not even saying to all black people. I'm not even saying you should do that. But you should apologise to the people, because like you said, it wasn't just those two. I believe there was another two women, or at least another woman that he said it to. I think it was.
It's all the sinners crew that he was calling them Edward. Anyhow,
yeah, I think one of them was the costume designer or something. So I believe that you should make that public for the sake of everybody else who happened to be black who heard that as well. Because they're not the only ones that are going to affect it.
Let me ask you a question then. Yeah, should he? Because as I said, they weren't the only things that he said to people while they was there. Should he then give every single person that he offended that day an apology?
Depends what he said. So no.
So then why
some slurs are worse than others?
Why did because he did like a blanket apology to anyone that was offended by him on that day. That's what he basically did.
Okay.
So,
but not everybody
but there might have been others that was offended. We don't know because one wasn't shown because we didn't see it.
And this is my point. That offended the reason there's so much talking about this one is because everybody saw it, and so many black people or so many black people took offense. So I'm not.
But for him, he might have thought he's offended 800 people in that same night. Why? And then for me, it's like, why am I only apologizing to this one person when I offended this person, that person, this person? So I'm not saying that he shouldn't have offended, said sorry. But again, when we're watching the program, though, the woman said you can't keep saying sorry for stuff that you didn't mean. But
I never agreed with that one.
It's really even just listening to you talk it over, I feel there's a part of me that feels a way for him, because this is something that you have to kind of like navigate as part of your life, and you don't have any control over it.
It's a constant battle. It's like it just separates you and your timeline from everybody else, or only people who have your condition can really understand. It's like one of those ones where you really can't empathize with it, if that makes sense.
Because us can't empathize, but I find it very interesting. Again, online, a lot of remember that Tourette's girl that we was watching the videos for a lot long ago.
Yeah,
and there's a couple other. It seems to be a lot of women that's come through, black women that's come talking about the Tourette's that they're suffering, and this man's put his whole nose in there.
No, it's his cables, right?
Oh, okay, and they came to his defense, and again they got slaughtered as well. A lot of them got slaughtered because they're like, we cannot control what we're saying. They're saying, well, I don't hear you say the N-word. You said we say it all the time, but it don't make a difference for us because we're black. Then we say, and then I saw other people like, I've never seen any black people be racist to other people. And then I saw one video that they did, like I think it was from like maybe the BBC again, called I Want to Sing or something, from a black Tourette's girl, and she was swinging at the P word left, right, and center when she saw any Asian in the supermarket, using all these other slurs for all these other people that she was seeing in the supermarket, and she said, any race can get it. Any gender can get it. Those are exact words. Any race can get it. Any gender can get it. Anyone can get it. You're not special when it comes to me. You're gonna have to get it because I can't control it, type thing. So yeah, I agree. I do agree with you that he should have apologized, but he said that he did try to reach out to apologize to them. But I don't know if maybe he doesn't want to do it in public. Maybe he wants to apologize to them in private. It's them I need to apologize to, not all these other people. It's you two that I said it to, and I'm apologizing to you. I'm not saying that the public didn't see it. The BBC are the one that needs to apologize for that.
People can be offended by second-hand slurs, innit?
Yeah, but the BBC needs to apologise for airing that.
Yeah, but he should still apologise to everyone for
he did.
A bit of a spoiler for the film.
Okay.
There is somebody that tells him you don't have to apologise all the time because you're not doing it on purpose. And that part of the film, I didn't agree with when I heard it, and I don't agree with it now. I don't agree with the notion that if you offend somebody and you don't mean to do it, then you don't have to apologise.
Every single time you do it?
Not every single time.
But that's what you're saying, isn't it?
No. In this case,
this is a specific moment, you know.
Yeah. Okay. In the case in the film, he's with a surrogate family, and I guess they're telling him, "Listen, you live with us, you eat with us, you whatever. You don't have to say sorry every time. You know, we get it, we understand." But that's in fair enough. That's in the house. That's different.
Okay, but they did a blanket statement before he was there. They were meant to anyway, to say that like they did an announcement.
They made an apology during.
They made an announcement before.
Okay.
They say that this man is in here with Tourette. He may say some things that could be offensive towards you. This, that, and that, blah, 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 blah. So now every time he says something, is he not gonna have to say sorry every time he says it?
All I'm saying is, for the sake of the listening, and this is me. I didn't take offense to it, but as you said, so many people did. I think it would have been prudent for him to say apologies to yada 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 for my outburst. It was not intentional. This is why the film was made. You could even promote the film whilst you're doing it. That even would have even bothered me. But just there, and then when people are saying, because I heard some people that took time out. There's a podcast I listened to, Double Toasted, and a man, you could see he wanted to gun, but he's like, I did so much research before I come there. He made pure apologies to because he's a black host. Pure apologies before he said. He basically ended up talking very similar to what you said, Wahala, where he was upset with the BBC, but he had done his research on Tourette's because he didn't know anything about it before. He was walking very delicately, and he accepted that this man made a mistake that wasn't of his own volition. But he said, and it was him that put it in my mind that I agreed with. He said, but he should have apologized to those people. He's like, he could, because you do have control over that, and you decided not to.
But he did that. But again, he reached out to apologize to them.
Maybe this is later on.
People want people to apologize to us.
Nah, I'm saying that you make a public apology to those who heard and who were offended. I apologize. I don't see what.
Well, that's what he did do. That he actually the apology he did was a blanket apology to anybody that would be offended by the words that I used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. When I was there thinking,
I must have missed that.
People are saying you shouldn't be doing a public apology to everyone. You should have apologies that's directed to those two black people that you said that to on stage.
No, you should do it to everyone.
I think you should do both.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. So he's done the blanket apology, which is for everyone, and then when he wants to apologize to them directly, he should apologize. And if he has apologized to them, then I would have hoped that they came out and said he has actually apologized to us.
At the same time, I agree with what Simple Simon is saying. I would like to empathize with him. I've got this thing where I say everybody's the star in their own film. You're walking, and the camera is always on you. So if you're living this life where you're always making this mistake, you're always upsetting somebody, you're always offending somebody, you always have to apologize. it's tiring, man. It's like what can you do? So, but at the same time, there's levels to this ish. So sometimes when I'm at home with my family, I don't have to say sorry when I slap you in your face. Yeah. And then sometimes when I call a person, because that's what he does as well, he hits people. Sometimes when I'm in front of the internet, forget the national world, the international world, people wearing tuxedos on stage, and I scream out this word, maybe there's a different level of apology you have to give.
Okay, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have again, but he's apologized. He tried to apologize to them, so I'm still giving him the thing that he apologized. But it was getting ridiculous. Like, so people that are now, obviously, the internet knows the internet. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the film again, spoiler alert, there is a section of the film where he's painting a room. And he has a Tourette's tic, which means his arm moves randomly, yeah? And he's painting his room black. So he paints his face black by accident. And as a joke, the guy paints he uses the paint to paint his friend in black, whatever. They are now screaming that he's doing blackface in the film. They've taken the video out of context, and now he does blackface in the film, and this, that, and the other. As I said, I'm with Mr. Wolf with this. Yeah, I'm not pretending like I know the man's racist or not. Yeah,
I love it, but
I'm not gonna put that thing on him to say that particular thing he wanted to do on purpose. So that's what I'm saying. He might be racist in his heart. I don't know, in our art. But he didn't. I don't believe he wanted to say that racist thing to those people on purpose.
No more from Wahala. Anything from as a full stop from you, Mr. Wolf?
No. I mean, I've said what.
Simple Simon?
No.
So then let's talk to somebody who do feel is racist and is not apologetic about it. Shout out the Argentinians. I don't know this person's name.
I don't know him either.
The footballer.
Yeah, I know you took. I don't know his name.
What's his name?
Is it Prestianni or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Gianluca Prestianni or something like that.
Okay, so he's a football player for Benfica. I don't even care about him. I care more about Mourinho than him, you know. Anyway,
a lot of people do.
It's part of the story.
Anyways, he plays for Benfica, and last week Real Madrid had a game against Benfica for a qualifier for Champions League.
The week before last week.
As part of the game, apparently
Prestianni.
This guy called what's his face? Vinny Jr. Mono, which means monkey in Spanish or something like that. Apparently he said it was about 5 times. Mbappe heard him say it as well. Vinicius Jnr. then went to the referee to report him. The game stopped for a particular period of time, I believe, didn't it?
7 minutes.
Yeah, and then they continued the game. So anyway, that became a big thing in the public about him saying the racist comments. He said he didn't say anything racist. He then said, this is the thing about this guy. He said, I didn't say any racist thing. I called him a homosexual slur instead.
Homophobic slur.
Homophobic slur instead. I'm like, do you think that's better?
Yes, because you get 10 match ban for racial slurs straight.
So anyway, he covered his mouth so no one can really see what he said.
There's levels to phobia.
But man like Thierry Henry then said it one time, but if you want to say it, why you cover your mouth? Say it open if you're bad. He basically said if you're bad, say it properly. Don't try to cover your mouth, basically.
Do it if you're bad.
You could see Henry when he was discussing that the resurgence of when it had happened to him. He wasn't just talking from I'm a pundit and I'm just talking. No, he was like, I remember when this happened to me, and nothing happens about it.
Nothing,
basically.
And nothing did really happen about it because he only got a 1 match ban. Which in other words, you can't play that Real Madrid game.
Yeah, but the ban wasn't based on their investigation. It was just they didn't want him part of that game.
Yeah, basically come out of this game.
So it's still under investigation.
The ultimate slap on the wrist.
One of my favorite videos I ever watched on Twitter is, and I cannot remember what club it was, and I cannot remember what game it was. But I think it was a European game, and in the first leg, one guy called a black man monkey or something racial slur, and nothing happened to him. So he played the second game. He went to shake the guy's hand. The guy moved his hand away, and then you just see numerous clips of the black man's team kicking the shit out of this man throughout the whole game.
Emre. It was Emre, the Turkish player. Yeah, it was Emre.
They beat the shit out of this man during that game.
Kick him up.
Like they'll kick the ball. He was put on the floor. They'll kick the ball into his stomach. They battered him. One of my favorite clips. God be the glory.
Yeah, I mean, I was having a chat in the barbershop about this, and a lot of people saying that, Vinny is soft. That it's happened to him a number of times, unfortunately. And,
wow.
It's happened to him a lot of times.
No, the soft part.
Yeah, because, like he does the right thing. He, speaks to the officials and whatnot, and a lot of the time in the 80s maybe it was rise above it and just let your football do the talking. But what he's doing the right thing by reporting it. But in the press conferences he always breaks down. He's always breaking down and
but crying.
Yeah, and it clearly affects him in a certain way, and they're thinking that forget the crying now, man, like do something about it. Sometimes sacrifice 2 games or 3 game ban.
Well, do the Cantona.
Cantona showed us the way, bro.
Eric Cantona, and I think it was his name, Michael Davis for Arsenal. Punch up a man, just straight left hook, bang.
Yeah, Paul Davis.
Paul Davis, yeah, it was Paul Davis. Just punch up a man because he gave him a racial slur. I think he got like a 4 or 5 match ban because of that.
We saw Zinedine Zidane headbutt a guy because he said certain things.
Yeah,
right?
so this is what I'm saying. But my thing is that not everybody is the same. Yeah, and I don't think that there is. Maybe this might be a controversy, but I don't think that there is a wrong or right way to respond to racism. It's depending on who you are and the way that you decide that you're going to react. If you're going to try to murk a man, murk the man. If you're, do you know what I'm saying? If you're going to report it. I think maybe the wrong thing is to do nothing if there is a type of response that I don't agree with. But outside of that, I think that not everybody's the same, and I think that Vinny clearly isn't about that life, innit? So what he's doing the right thing by reporting it.
Can I ask you a question?
By all means.
Your son becomes a professional footballer, receives a racial slur, reports it to the officials. After the game, the press are talking to him. He breaks down and cries. You're watching this on the TV. What are you thinking?
I'll be like just like I said. There's no wrong or right way. If he 2 and 3 times, I'm saying, son, I get it.
It's the 5th time it's happened.
Yeah.
Over the course of 7 years.
Then listen.
6 years. 6 years.
You got to murder the next one, bro. Like, you've had enough.
No, you're watching him. He's cried every time.
Yeah, and I'm saying, like, come on, man. Like, we get it, but sometimes you've got to. If you are doing the same thing and nothing's happening, you're not getting any results. Maybe you need to take a different angle, a different course of action, and that different course of action may be murking a man. It might be kicking a man in his chest, just like Eric Cantona done, and he took his ban. Mm-hmm. Get what I mean? So Zinedine Zidane, although he broke everybody's hearts by what he done, but he felt he was defending his mother and his sister.
It didn't break my heart.
Sorry?
It didn't break my heart.
No, well, for a lot of people,
French people did.
Yeah, like he broke a lot of French people's heart, and that was his last game. Everybody wanted Zidane to lift up the trophy, to win the World Cup again. So, arguably one of the best players in the world, at the time, and one of the best players ever. So,
playing for our own country.
Yeah,
his son plays for the right country now.
Just like a lot of French players, innit? But I think that sometimes you've got to do something different, and I think what they done to that player Emery, I think that if players know that is a consequence or that may happen, they may not do it. Roy Keane got revenge a few years later with
Haaland's dad, innit?
With Haaland's dad, and he never played again. So this is what I'm saying. Sometimes you've got to do certain things. You got to take.
What did Haaland's dad do to him? It was a bad foul.
It wasn't even that bad a foul. I think it was more the reaction afterwards. So he caught him. Yeah, he caught him. So they was obviously having their back and forth like players do. There was a lot of like what Vieira and Roy Keane had. Haaland was in that same kind of area. Alfinger Haaland. And when Roy Keane broke down, he smashed up his knee in it. His ACL went, I think. So he was out for like 12 months.
Came back and then broke the man's leg.
Came back. I think it was maybe another year later that they had to wait after he come back for them to play in the same.
So 2 years later.
Yeah, and he came back, and the way that he murked him,
it was horrible.
He never played again.
It was horrible.
He got sent off, but
when you watch it back, it's horrible.
I've seen
that's revenge, bro.
Like the short version of
it's revenge.
You co-sign that?
Yeah.
And in the man's career.
And me,
you tried to take food off my plate, bro.
Yeah, it's like
he didn't break his leg on purpose.
He was celebrating what he did.
Yeah, it's like you can see a man is down, and generally, even when you have your back and forth in sports, whether it's boxing, whether it's football, whatever the case is, when a man is injured, that's when it stops, innit? Do you get what I mean? I think there was
heat at the moment.
There was a thing that happened with Conor Bradley and your winger.
Martinelli.
I was going to say.
So, but had he had known that he had smashed his knee up, I don't think he's going to do that. I think that he thought that he was wasting time and things like that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So had he had known that he smashed, but I think Haaland saw that my man was in pain, bruv, and he was giving him the verbals, mate. He's giving him the verbals, and Roy Keane obviously ain't one to mess around with, mate. You know them Irish man there.
A man cooked that grudge, boy.
He cooked it,
marinated it.
He was born in it.
You know.
But as I said, even with this racial thing from the guy, apparently the guy's got previous to saying match stuff to people anyway.
He's from Argentina.
Surprise!
But
from Argentina, bro.
This is why I say that everyone needs to be, black people especially, all this ally business. None of them is allies, bruv. Because Mourinho, a lot of African players especially have a good relationship with Mourinho, even to the point where Mikel was even annoyed about this whole situation and said that I'm sure he's going to apologise because they've got this bond with this guy.
Okay.
Mourinho came out and say that Vinicius Jnr should not have celebrated the way that he celebrated, and the Benfica people are not racist. and then they showed them bare videos of the people calling them monkey throughout the whole game.
Which wasn't the point anyway.
He was victim blaming, and I was like, Mourinho, I don't expect this from you, bruv. You usually the one that will come out and say the truth. I know he protects his players and all that type of stuff.
I was gonna
but
say,
not to this level.
Not until when he went to Man United. That's when he started tossing people under the bus.
Oh,
but
God.
I recall him being a big, nice us versus them kind of dude.
It is, but not in a racial situation.
You're not.
But not in a. I've never seen him. I would never expect him to come out and be like this. Even if he was to come out and say, let's see what the board or whatever, the FIFA or whatever's talk about this, but I'm not talking about it. It's fine. But to come in and actually kind of defend the boy, I was like, defend it. I victim blame the black person for celebrating. I was like, no.
There was a on TNT. They have a referee as well that does analysis on games. I forget his name now.
It's not important.
It's not important. But anyway, there was a referee on TNT Sports that was did Discovery that said something similar, that he brought it on himself.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, yeah. What's his name?
That he was like he shouldn't have celebrated like that, and he almost said, "What does he expect?" Something along those lines. And
but he didn't actually say that though.
He said something very similar to that. Yeah, he did.
A lot of white people feel like if you're giving it, you're opening yourself up to racism. They think it's all right.
Yeah.
They think some of them think it's okay to be like that is part of the thing. Like if you're gonna do this, then you should expect racism back.
One of my favorite football clips from these people that you like watching nowadays. These people that watch. So it's this expression is brother actually. What's his name again?
Rants and Pants.
And it was so he's a football fan. He supports Manchester United.
I know he's a bastard.
And I can't remember, one of his old team did a madness. I can't remember who it was. It was a black player.
It was a Nana.
Oh, Nana, that's it. Yeah,
Nana.
You know what? Nana was a keeper for Manchester United. He was extremely poor. Really poor. So the team was bad anyways, but he was a cherry on the top of a bad Manchester United team during a bad Manchester United period. Yep. And he made a mistake after mistake. Mm-hmm. And there was this one game he made this mistake. I can't remember what it was, but all I know is this dude, this black man who loves his team, said, "Yeah, the racismo's gonna come," and I understand it. I understand. He said, "I understand,"
and it was the word that he used as well. The racismo.
The racismo's gonna come. I understand it, bro. I get it. I can see it. If almost like if I was white, I would do the same thing too. Because the way he's messing up this team, he needs it. I find that hilarious, and maybe that's like to the point of what we have been discussing, where it's this racism, this N-word, and this and that. Is it funny? Apologise, all that stuff. But at the same time, this was hilarious because I got it too. I understood it because remember, I'm the one that understands why people are racist, and I said yes, I must fully co-sign. He's going to get it. Not that
is it deserved
because he's like.
I mean, the thing is that Brazilian, continental South American players, are very flamboyant. They're the Brazilian players more like, innit? Ronaldinho, same. He scores, he does a little dance.
Yeah.
This is what they do.
I think that's just Africans though, because Roger Miller did it.
This is what I'm saying. This is what we do. We're very flamboyant,
it's expressive,
and happy,
that
and expressive.
So big.
You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, Roger Miller is just a perfect example.
I was
do you get what I mean?
To a football thing with people younger than us talking about what their first experience or what their first memories of the World Cup, and one of them said that World Cup, what was it, 94?
1990.
And he's like, because of that dance.
And
I remember my memory. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Guess who he scored against?
Argentina.
Do you get what I mean? So maybe
they come back.
Maybe they got traumatized by it. You get what I mean? But the thing is that this is how we are. We're not timid people. Do you get what I mean? But name a timid player.
You're claiming South Americans.
No, I'm just claiming the expression of us black people. We're very especially our culture. It gets taken. Break dance is in an Olympic sport now. You know what I mean? Where did break dancing come from? It didn't come from Norway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our Norwegian listeners.
Bodo Blint and that.
You get what I'm saying?
You know, like that.
But I say that because what they do like, though, is the timid black man.
N'Golo Kante.
The N'Golo Kante type. And we all love N'Golo Kante. You get what I mean? Because he seems very humble. He's always got a smile on his face. And he's not the type to get angry with anybody. He just gets on with his job, does a great job, and keeps it moving.
Is there anything wrong with that if he doesn't receive racial abuse?
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with it. But if that was to happen to him, like I said, not everybody is the same. His reaction may be to not say something and maybe report it after the game. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas Vinicius Jnr, stop the game now.
It might be to slap a man there. Some of the ones that smile the most are the ones that
Kante might just
maybe
have the hurricanes inside them.
Give you a little kick in the back of your shins and you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe, but judging on his career, he's not that type of person or that type of player.
Some people might say, because of his temperament, because of his personality, if and when he does something that bothers me on the pitch, I have no yearning to fling a racial abuse at him. But this cheeky nignog over here that's dancing in front of my fans, taking into account that he was dancing in his opponent's fans, he deserves it. He deserves it.
No, he doesn't.
I'm not saying he does, but sometimes
but that's what they're gonna say.
That's what
and it's a full nonsense.
They call that the magic Negro in films, the one that gets all this stuff and he still saves the day.
Yes. But the irony was in the return fixture the week later, he scores the winning goal.
Yeah, and he does the dance again,
and it was nice.
But then there's also this new thing
sorry, when he did the dance the first time, he got red carded, didn't he?
No, he got yellow card.
Yeah. Right. And no one understood why the hell that happened. And then he done it the second time and he didn't get a card the second time.
Well, maybe he was doing it maybe they thought he was inciting the fans if he did it at the fans then.
Yeah, inciting away fans.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fans. I think he was, the home fans. He did do it in front of the home fans.
There's some video of some guy doing a Nazi salute from one of the Madrid fans at the time as well during the last game. So that one's also now being investigated.
And what somebody pointed out is that if you're a fan and they catch you doing a racial sign, that's a lifetime ban. But as a player, it's just 10 matches. The math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
The people that should hold the ultimate
lifetime ban where?
As a fan, you can't come to that
from the club though.
Is that universal? Is it
I think the club is the one that if the club finds you, they're the ones that can ban you. I don't think it's like a FIFA or UEFA or anything.
All right, okay, well, there you go. All right, no, I'll take it back. All right.
Interesting.
Okay.
There's some people that, when racism happens, they put on the shirts of the racists and run around the pitch and train and thing, but, that's for the certain clubs.
Yeah. I was going to mention that, but,
You can mention it. It doesn't matter.
Some people that like biting on people's...
You talk about Luis Suarez.
You talk about Luis Suarez, but my thing is with that is that obviously was some foolishness, and where one or two people make the decisions for everybody else, it gets blanket and say that everybody there is a racist. There's no way that, and like I said then and I say now, there's no institution that we work for, especially in this country, that hasn't got racist people within it. That's just the way it is. That one was public. It was the foolishness. It was the madness. The people that made those decisions got fired the following day. No one cares about that because...
Did the manager get fired?
He got fired 3 months later. And I think that was definitely one of the reasons why. That's what I think.
Okay, I'm going to play a video. Listen up. In fact, because
yeah,
I'm not lucky enough to not have adverts on my thing.
What's you don't name of that song?
Minnesota, new buzzword in this government of infrastructure. Right? And then you go away and you blame the local authorities, you blame SDA, you blame the NTA, you blame Commission on Planola, you blame everyone. Minister, I don't know, do you get it, right? Or do you think that we're all fools over here? Because I tell you this, we are not fools. We know what's happening. Year in government, Fine Gael 15 years, Fine Fall 11 years, all these problems were caused by ye. They weren't caused by us, they were caused by ye.
Where's this dude from?
Ireland, Cork somewhere, innit?
I'm asking the people I don't know.
I don't know where he was from. I'm just listening to his.
Oh, is that the patois? This thing with
This is
Ireland.
yes, a Cook Island Irish politician who's gone viral in Jamaica for his.
So he's not in Jamaica.
He's not in Jamaica, and he's not Jamaican. He's
Irish.
I thought he was living in the yard, and that's why he got this
Irish. Never been to Ireland. Never been to Jamaica. These Jamaican people are now reaching out. I thought this was.
That's why the story. So I thought he was just somebody that was from Ireland that went to go live in the yard, and now this speaks.
I could hear that it wasn't.
They're basically saying that there's a lot of links between Ireland and Jamaica in it.
He sounds more Welsh than he does Irish, though.
Yeah, he's got a speech, something on his speech, because I know the Irish accent from, especially Cork anyway. It doesn't usually sound like that, but you can hear some of his words are falling in line with how the accent normally sounds. And some
communication. Seriously, that's one of your things. And the other one is to promote the importance of infrastructure delivery. Are you serious? Can you seriously stand over that, Minister? Just kind of bull out here. People are crying out for homes.
Nah, this one's been listening to vibes.
Nearly 6,000 children homeless. There's people living in box bedrooms, 3 generations. People are crying out. There's towns and villages can't build a house because they have no way of water, right? And then you're talking about better communications. Will he build houses? Will he get...
You know...
Nah, seriously. He's been listening to someone because even though when he gets angry, he gets more Jamaican as he gets angry, bro.
And last video I'm going to play from this dude. This one is from a year ago.
Yeah.
I hope that Benjamin Netanyahu burns in hell to see the way them children and their families burned. I hope him and his generals and the far-right government in Israel, that when their God finally brings him to the resting place, that he deserves to burn in hell. Because what is happening now, not alone is it apartheid, not alone is it atrocity and a war crime, it's just horrific.
Someone's crying, boy.
Yeah.
Can I play something quick?
This was during the height of when they were talking about the babies dying in Gaza. So the man doubled down. I want him to burn in hell. That's some strong words, but there you go. Yeah, bruv, you're live.
You're live, baby.
Do not swear.
The guy you're about to listen to.
Oh, my.
He just stopped.
That's not his fault, man. That's you press play, it stopped. You know.
Let me try again.
Why did it happen to him?
Build houses.
The guy you're about to listen to is not Jamaican. He's Irish.
Do your job and build houses. Will someone in this government ever stand up and take a responsibility for their job?
Guys, I have no idea that the Jamaican accent had so much to do with Ireland. You see, what you listen to when you hear Jamaicans speaking or Caribbeans, that accent has a deep colonial history. This is crazy, guys. Just listen to this. So, in 1655, England seized Jamaica from Spain, from the Spanish, and took it over, and they then became the colonial masters of Jamaica. What they did is that they took Irish prisoners, Irish indentured servants, slaves basically from Ireland, and particularly in the area of Munster, Cork, and transported them to Jamaica and other Caribbean islands to work on the sugar plantations, to run some of the plantations, and to basically essentially be the white working class in the colonies. Guys, Ireland was the first British colony. I did not know this. Africa wasn't the first place that England colonized. They colonized Ireland first. Ireland was almost like their testing ground. So they used Ireland to test out the systems and strategies that they ended up employing in the Caribbean and in Africa. You see, this is the reason why it's so crazy when you see an Irish person who's anti-black or anti-African. They just simply don't know their history. Ireland and Africa are like this. Like this. Like
what's one got to do with the other?
Now I understand why
I don't know. But anyway, it was more to do with the connection with Jamaica and Ireland, which I didn't know that. I didn't know that Ireland was the first colony as well. But he's got another follow-up video on that. This is the Merc that you should go and check out his Instagram page. Very informative.
Informer.
Yeah, he's got a lot of. He's also got a comic as well a comic of black superheroes, which is really good. But yeah, this is interesting information. He's very much someone who does a lot of fact checking, and he doesn't chat rubbish. So it may seem far-fetched, but I'm assuming that he's kind of done his research, and he's got a follow-up video which I haven't listened to yet.
Jamaicans are not, blacks are not native to Jamaica. Is that correct or not?
No.
Yeah. So everybody was shipped there from
yeah.
There must have been somebody there.
There was there were Tainos, but so they're Taino.
How about
I don't want to call them I don't want to call them Indians, but they're Taino.
Indigenous to the land.
So who was the indigenous then?
These Tainos,
yeah.
Who would have similarities with South
American.
South American.
Yeah, like the Mexicans.
Like they would
be Inca,
Azteca, that kind of. Yeah.
But the Azteca, some of their imagery have got the biggest lips that you'll ever see, and big noses the size of.
Big lips and big nose don't make you Negroid or Bantu.
Don't it?
Well, no. Have you not seen some of the Aboriginal and the New Zealand people, the Samoans and them not there? They're not Bantu, but they've got the noses, they've got the lips.
But they're black.
Are they?
See them as black.
I don't know, are they? Polynesian? I don't know.
Than you.
Darker than me, did you say? Right. I just throw strap the
way. They are.
Listen.
Yeah, them
the Aboriginals, isn't it?
Yeah, Aboriginals. They're dark, man.
Even the Sri Lankans are darker than you, though, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you that.
I was with some of my colleagues, like I was talking to them about the Afro Indians as well. You know,
Derivian.
Yeah, I've forgotten what they're from, but they're dark skinned with Afro hair.
Have you ever seen the woman that won the Bake Off thing? Nadia, or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She looks black.
The Muslim one.
She looks black. She's Bangladeshi, but she looks black. If John saw her on the stage, you would have called her that as well. That's how black she looks.
I wouldn't have called her the P.
Not to me. She looks Asian to me.
I don't think so.
Is that the famous chef woman with the hijab?
Yeah. If she weren't wearing a hijab, and
you think she looks black as well?
She could pass for it.
Blatantly.
Most deaf.
She could be one of those films where she has to take off the hijab and pass for a black to avoid somebody chasing her down and killing her.
Look, she looks black,
the opposite of Sister Act.
Look. She looks black, man. She looks like, what's her name? She looks like a celebrity. I can't even remember which one.
Ilhan Omar, the American politician.
Oh yeah.
And where's she from?
She's Bangladeshi.
That's mad.
So she looks East African.
Yeah.
So here's the thing then, which is a big conversation, which we're not actually going to go down to. Like, what is now black? Because I hear what everybody's saying actually with these different people, with the indigenous from this country, indigenous from that country, the Sri Lankans. Because when you said that the Sri Lankans are darker than him, then some people be like, well, then you want to count them as black because they look like the indigenous people of the Aborigines of Australia. It's like, and who look like the indigenous people of Jamaica. Are they all black? Just because you happen to have been in this place for the last 1,000 years? You're not black anymore. You're Asian.
Well,
Asian.
The term black, innit? When did they start using that?
Black
so we were known from our tribes and where we were from. That's how we were differentiated. Is that the word?
Differentiated, yeah.
Yeah. That's how they separated us, was by our tribe. It had nothing to do with the colour of your skin.
What was Nigeria called before Nigeria?
It was about the kingdoms.
But when I was in this place earlier on, what did they call it?
Benin Kingdom, the Ife Kingdom,
Yoruba land.
Yoruba land. You had and then Gold Coast. Before Gold Coast,
Igbo land.
Yeah,
Igbo Kwan.
But for me, like the Igbos, I don't know if they are indigenous of that area. To me, the Igbos of Nigeria come from a different part of Africa.
A different part of Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I think they...
Is that Yoruba bias that's coming through?
No, it's not. I haven't done enough reading on it. But I think they're part of the original Hebrews. You know, the original Hebrews, the original Israelites. They come from one of the tribes.
The Israelites.
Yeah. Because when you look at the original, when you look at the Israelites in Nigeria,
all right,
the Hebrew Israelites in Nigeria, or the Hebrews in Nigeria. Most of them are Igbos.
So it says the Igbo people originated thousands of years ago in West Africa, with the primary ancestral home believed to be the region near the confluence of the Niger and Benue rivers. From this area, they migrated into southeastern Nigeria rainforests, specifically the Akwa and the Arolu and Ewere areas, which act as their core cultural point at the moment. So yeah, they're saying they came from near Niger.
Oh, yeah, but the river, the river runs all the way up near to Egypt, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the original area where they came from.
And why one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa?
Why is who? Abels? Why one of?
Yeah, it said one of them. They don't say you are the most.
Yeah. But like, I'll say one of. That's what, top 5 or something. Top 6.
I don't know. It just says one of.
Why them specifically though? Because there's going to be other people and other.
Yeah, Hebrews came from that area and scattered down into south, east, west, and Central Africa. Okay. So just the area that we're talking about.
Wow. This come up here. It says Nigeria's Igbo Jews, lost tribe of Israel.
Yeah. I've heard that before.
Yeah, so, and Jews isn't even the original or the proper term for them. It's Hebrews.
Are you the original man? Simple.
Doesn't he look like Black Jesus, but you know what I'm saying?
The copper skin.
The one that you see on the posters.
Is it copper or bronze?
In their yard, isn't
it?
Next to Martin Luther King and
bronze. Bronze skin with wool hair.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible describes Jesus.
I've got a Last Supper photo, but they put Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I've seen
you seen that one? Yeah, Gabriel Selassie and all of them in there.
Around the 12 table.
Yeah. Around the table, and then they just got one Rasta man, but you can't see his face.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Do like the Muslims, innit?
What's that?
You never see.
They don't have a image
of Muhammad.
You're not supposed to have an image of Christ either.
Is it Muhammad or God?
It says in the commandments that people don't care about that.
Where in the commandments? Which one is that?
I can't remember, but Google it. You'll say, "Don't make an image of me, carved image or any other."
Yeah, don't worship false idols and whatever.
But that's different from what Mr. Wolf may be talking about.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you people don't care about your thing anyway.
A lot of them don't. I agree.
Do what they want, but as soon as they said a New Testament came out and said you can be released as long as you know, then say that you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. They just said, "All right, I'll do what I want.
I'll do what I want," and it's very not that.
He does what he wants.
He does what he wants.
All right, okay. Let's do this.
Christians do what they want. Which is true.
All right, this was sent by a colleague of mine. Next time you guys are recording, could you see if the other hosts could listen to this and give their thoughts?
The other hosts?
Not me, you know. Yes, host.
Not you. You don't want to hear from you, bro.
Okay, control your house.
You don't want to hear from you, bro.
Do you guys agree? That's the dog.
That's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop
Dogg. Can you control
walking
your
around
house?
Swansea, you know, madman.
He needs to play that song while he's walking around. It's one of the most inappropriate songs in hip hop, and I love it.
Okay, Mr. Inappropriate.
Oh, is that more inappropriate than I'd rather give you my BS?
Yes.
When I met you last night, baby.
Okay,
is it more inappropriate than that?
Yes.
If I opened up your gap.
That's just talking about banging chicks. And this one is talking about caring more about other things than women.
How about easy?
This one is actually telling you to slap.
You don't have to front on me, bitch.
Yes, it's more inappropriate.
Just lay on your back and take this dick.
Is that inappropriate?
Yeah, of course it is.
Why?
You'll be good to me.
If somebody's telling you, I just want to bang you, it does. As long as they're not forcing you into it, they give you the option that I don't want to proceed after we indulge
coitus
in coitus. So
that's what.
Would you like to continue?
What does that mean?
Bang,
just bang it.
Excuse me.
Oops, sorry.
You was meant to play something for my lady, and now we're just talking about ours.
Damn. How did we get there, boy?
Next time you're recording, could you see if the other host could listen to the...
Not you, bro.
The other host.
The other host could listen to... That's why we did that place.
Can you control your
and he did it again. And then you did it again as well. Don't put that song in my head, because I love that song. When it's in my head, I swear I want to talk about that song. The other hosts could listen to this and give their thoughts. Do you guys agree or disagree with her topics of discussion? Perhaps let's play the video.
2 minutes?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
I know you're not complaining.
Could be 15.
Right? Okay, I have to go back to the
Are we expecting another pandemic?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this.
We are expecting another pandemic.
I knew you had seen it
I'll tell
already.
you why.
Why?
Bill Gates and Rice University, and you can Google it, they just created the next level of the quantum dot tattoo. It's going to be a little thing that will be stuck on the back of your hand, and it will install into your system, and it will carry your vaccine passport, it will carry your health record, it will carry your money, it will carry everything. And the next pandemic is just going to be installed in your hand. Their plan was to digitalize all nations by 2025, and it did happen. The first thing they did to digitalize Nigeria was to tell you that you cannot have a phone if you don't go and register the SIM card.
And then?
That was several years ago. Then they decided that give your own Naira, we'll give you new Naira. And then when it was time to give new Naira, they didn't have enough.
Mm.
Then everybody started transmitting money because there's no
online.
cash.
Yeah.
So Nigeria has practically become a cashless society.
It's fast becoming.
Yes. All they have to do right now is to bring a disruptive event, and people will line up for the government to give them subsidies, and they will you have to get it in a market.
Do you feel it's part of wisdom for people to keep cash?
It's part of wisdom for people to get back to the farm and keep bags of rice, because cash is not going to help you if they change the color of the money. Keep gold. Like I have gold and silver. Your money is better off in bags of rice. If I were to give a message to Nigeria, get back to the farm. You see, Cameroon, as messed up as Cameroon is, it's been hard to totally conquer the nation because everybody farms. In Nigeria, a lot of people don't farm. In Africa, Nigeria was the country that they used as one of their flagship countries to bring in digital money. So think about it right now. 2 years ago, a bag of rice, and now it's like totally crazy.
Do you feel farmers have been systematically eliminated?
Yes. The Fulani herdsmen trying to make sure that people don't get back to the farm.
Yes. Do you feel that has a connection
that's all part of it. It's all part of the whole plan. Make sure that, Nigerians starve and not have anywhere to go back to the farm. The best thing any nation can do right now is to be able to have your own food supply, because that is going to be the major thing. You need to be able to stock up food. When I say stock up food, I mean put it in cartons and hide them. Because right now you can go out and buy rice. There's going to come a time you're not going to be able to buy it without the mark. It's coming, and it's going to be soon.
Mark of the beast.
I didn't catch the first part. Sorry. What did she say about? Anyway, no, I'm reading it here. So you guys answer.
Mark of the beast.
Lady.
What's the question?
Do you agree with her?
Yes. In a way, I say yes. The reason why I say yes is because I think that every nation needs to find, especially in Africa, needs to find a way to be self-sustainable. And if that includes farming, definitely you should not be importing as much food as you can. You need to be making food for your country and using that food as a way of commerce, and also a way of survival. Because if you can't do certain things, like we talk about big countries like the UK and stuff like that, we don't, there's not much stuff that we sell in this country anymore. Whereas before they used to sell a lot of stuff. Now everything is imported, and I think food is one of those important things that you need to be self-sustainable for. And Africa is obviously rich with the soil, and that's the one thing that we're richest with the most. We need to make sure that we use that to our advantage. So I agree with them. I'm not too sure about all of the stuff beforehand, because I'll need to research about the marking and the coding and the money and stuff like that. But just in general, I think that farming is a very important thing. It's interesting that she's saying that the Fulani herders are trying to stop people from farming.
No, that's not interesting. That's just the case. They want the land for themselves. They're what's the people that move from places?
Nomadic.
Yeah, they're nomadic, and once they get to a land, this is not to besmirch the whole thing. By the way, I'm sorry if it comes across like. In fact, it is coming across like that. So I'm just apologizing. This is just from the information I get. The Fulanis, they're nomadic people. They move and they live off the land. So when they move to a nice bit of arable land, they're not afraid to do some gangster stuff to take over that land and start farming it.
But from what I've come to understand, they don't have the practice of nutrients. They don't re-nutrient the earth.
Once the land is done, they have to move on.
Once the land is done, they move on. Whereas if you do farming properly, you're supposed to do cycles of what's the word? It's not re-nutrient. It's when you put the nutrients back.
I get it. Yeah, you can use the same plot of land for a long period of time if you do it correctly.
Yeah, with the crop rotation and that. But they don't do that.
But
apparently.
if your MO over historically is to farm the land once and to move on, or maybe once or twice or whatever it is, and then to move on, then historically you don't have the learning on how to keep land. Like when they burn fields to keep it. For me now, that just sounds mad. When I first knew that you would purposely set fire to the land and burn X amount of it because that's what you need to do. That's something that's learned over time. If it's not something you do, then what you do is no, we just do our thing and then we move on. Once it's not fruitful anymore, we move on.
Yeah, but even as a concept, just think about that. That's like that's a parasite.
I was gonna
Can you control your farm?
It's a virus.
It's a complete virus. You go there, you relinquish the natural resources, and then you move on to the next point. You can't be upset with the people that are left behind at that point, because you're not. I work on the principle of when I go into a situation, I do not want to make that situation worse. So if I have come into contact with something, it should be no worse than it was before I got there. It should be better, but at the very least, it should be no worse than when I got there. So if you're going around farming this land, you're living off the land or what have you, but you're leaving it in a state afterwards that is worse than when you got there, then you don't mean good.
Unless you don't know how to farm the land.
We're now probably going way off what the woman was talking about now.
Well, that was part of it. And it was the part that you actually decided
to answer. It's the bit that you answered
to talk about.
No, but we're talking about the farming. She said, "Do you think that that's not what the woman was talking about though? She's talking about people need to learn to farm, and we're now talking about the Fulani people."
She has a conspiracy theory, and when people say a conspiracy theory is a legitimate term, it doesn't mean that something is wrong. By the way, so when people always get offended, it always baffles me. It's like it just means there's a theory that is that of a conspiracy that. These people, whoever these people are plotting to take away money so that you have to use digital money. They're plotting to take away people's ability to farm the land so that you have to rely on it. And then at some point, because you're so reliant on the man has power over you. You think you have power over me? Literally that thing. I gave you all this money, so you think that gives you power over me? Yes. In this case, yes. So that is part of it. Removing the fact that people can farm. So, to flesh out the situation, if you have bunches of tribes that have farmed land, the same plot of land, for millennia, and then you have a tribe that doesn't know how to farm the same amount of land for a long period of time, they know how to do it once and twice, and then because they cannot farm land, they move on. Then just like you said, like a locust kind of thing, it's like, oh, once you leave the land now, we can't farm this land until we do X amount, and that takes about 4 or 5 years, which we don't have the time or the money to do because we can't afford to spend 5 years cultivating this thing. So if these people are taking over land, and so, I'm not gonna, if they're moving across, taking that, and I'm just going by the theory. I'm not saying that this is the case, by the way. If they're going and taking over this, imagine Greenland turning into brown land and brown, and the brown is not arable, and brown is not farmable. Then at some point, it's like, oh, well, there's no more farmland. And it's like, okay, well, we'll feed you. We'll feed you with whatever seeds or manufactured goods that we give you kind of business there. I'm just saying, if this is the route that some people want to believe, then that would play a part in it. Because these people have guns, they have training. It's like, why is it you can go to the next land and just take over these people all the time?
It's what Elon Musk was talking about with this social economy thing, in a way. He said that everyone should just live off the state or something like that, innit?
I don't know what Elon Musk has said personally.
That's that kind of they'll let them eat cake, innit? That's what that basically is. Because what will happen is you come and live off the state, but then at that point the state can dictate to you, can't it? That's
Bill Gates got bigger fish to fry with this
Epstein
stuff. But you put your hand up.
Just on that, Bill Gates I think he's the largest seed provider in the world. You know, this tech man. So he's providing seeds to the world, especially Africa.
Yeah, but the reason,
you gotta ask yourself why and what kind of seeds he's giving.
Yeah, I'm concerned about them things there because the new order is a lot of one crop seed. Yeah, a one crop seed is you plant the seed, it grows to maturity, it bears the fruit, but the fruit is, what's the word?
Doesn't bear its own fruit.
Yeah, it's sterile.
Yeah,
sterile.
So it's basically
seedless.
So then you end up with one crop, and then what happens after that crop is you have to go back to the person who gave you the seed again.
So they know what they did.
So you're genetically modified goods, so that you have to now rely on me.
Yeah. So
I am the man.
They've done it already with grapes. You have to actually go and look for seeded grapes now.
I'm telling you. Very hard. You have to go look for them.
Yeah. They're doing it with watermelon as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming up now. You're seeing it. First of all, started off with the watermelon didn't have so many seeds, and then all of a sudden there was just none.
And they can easily do this over the guys of we're doing it for you, the people. All the Batman references.
And just like what the lady said, the people will be more than happy to receive that if they haven't got anything else.
Yeah.
So just to see if I can answer the question a little bit. Cashless, they're trying to do that everywhere. So it's not just Nigeria or parts of Africa. They're trying their best to make the world cashless, digital currency and the likes. Do you know what I mean? Even Oyster cards now. I mean, first of all, it was use your money to pay for tickets, and then it was use your Oyster cards, and now
no paper ticket.
Yeah, and now Oyster cards, I found out today, are £10.50 that you can't get a refund on. So just to get an Oyster card is £10.50. So what they're trying to do is that they're trying to minimise the Oyster card now, just like what they did with paper tickets, and for you to just use your debit card.
For me, all of this makes sense. I understand the conspiracy of a lot of stuff, but for me, as somebody, whether I'm dealing with the environment or whether I'm just dealing with logistics of things, it just makes sense. Why am I printing out all these things when you have something in your pocket or your phone? Just use that thing, innit?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and it makes sense with the idea of quote unquote convenience. But what that then does is that it takes away any power that you may have or any kind of influence that you have in a scenario or a situation where
I'm waiting for the end.
Oh, okay. In a like a pandemic, for example, if there's a complete shutdown, a complete lockdown, they have the power to take everything away from you.
Have you moved on from the Oyster card business now? Are you talking about something else?
No, I'm just talking about cashless society. It's convenient because you haven't got coins and notes with you, but at the same time, I think I can see the dangers in that.
If you want to go down that road, and let's move away from the money thing, because there is something that's could back up her point. Taking into account, I'm not necessarily co-signing what this woman was saying, but there is something in terms of what she said, keep gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Gold and silver right now is at, in particular gold, is at the highest level it's ever been, ever. Mm-hmm. Ever. And gold fluctuates quite a lot, actually, and it's at the highest ever. People are putting it down to what's it?
US Treasury bonds being worthless.
No, because of what's the thing that our bitch that we've been using recently?
Chat GPT.
Because Chat GPT is there, they're saying that yes, about the bonds, but about the stock market, because tech stocks are going up and up and up and up. They think there's a bubble. They don't think that AI is going to be as big as it is. It's going to be big, but like the tech bubble of the 80s or 90s, whatever it was, that it's going to pop. It's too big. There's too much money in all these companies. These people are pumping billions and billions and billions and billions, and they're going to lose some money. It's going to peter out, because AI is going to be very important, but it's not going to be as cost effective with the money they're pumping in now. And so some people taking money out of this, or holding money, or not putting so much money into American stocks and buying gold and buying silver.
Yeah.
So that might back up what she's saying. The people that are in the know are saying, yeah, I'm going to buy this thing because at some point it's going to be important. But to go back to your point, Mr. Wolf, I just think that there are pros and cons for everything. Every time technology moves forward, there's always a pros that this code calls that or this code calls this. And it's like, yeah, is that a reason to hold back, to not progress because there's a potential downside to this?
I think that ultimately we're going to get to a point, may not be in our lifetime, where we will reach the bubble of progress or technology or whatever the case is. Not that, the Terminator kind of thing where they're going to take over, but I think that there's going to be some kind of limit to it where it's not going to be sustainable for us as human beings to, just function daily. People. I just find it hard to explain a little bit. I just think that there will be a time where the nation or the nations or the world is gonna be completely just in chaos
because
based on technology, AI, for example, taking all the jobs and you get what I mean? Just maybe I'm finding it very hard to articulate myself here, but I just think that everything is going to come to a head at some point. I do think that there's going to be another pandemic, maybe not the same type, but similar at some point. And the idea of stocking up on your food and your drink is nothing new. I said maybe about a year ago that there's going to be maybe a race war. It may not be a race war, but there's going to be something, some kind of madness that happens here in the UK and in Europe that is going to force us to be in our homes again. And I just think that we should think about stocking up on food items that can last a long time. Things like pasta, canned food and things like that.
So the Italians come out on top after all that. I'm joking.
Well,
the intro to, I don't know if it's Extinction Level Event or Anarchy, Busta Rhymes, the album, where he because remember he had there's only 5 years left, there's only 3 years left before, this was before the millennium, so this is how old it was. But it got to the point where Busta Rhymes was like, see, I told you, I was a few years out, but I told you. If you listen to the intro for that, it's basically talking about a lot of the stuff, plus stuff going down in the future.
And the world is on fire. I keep saying that. Like, it's just not sustainable. There's a lot going on. People talking about Donald Trump. There's 101 situations that are going on in Africa, in Europe, in the Americas. Like, it's a thing, Iran, there's a lot going on, man. And something will pop off to the point where we're going to be forced to stay in our homes. Whether it's going to be a pandemic, whether it's going to be a war, I don't know. But I think we should kind of prepare ourselves. And it's hard to do that because, like what people say, we're 2 or 3 paychecks away from struggling and being in poverty.
Quick question before we end. If none of you have anything else to add. You keep saying we're going to have to be stuck at home, we're going to be kept inside. For what purpose?
Like I said, it could be war or pandemic.
No, not why are we being held inside? Why are we being held inside?
You say what now?
So there's a war, there's a pandemic.
Going on outside.
There's such and such. You guys have to stay at home. Stay home, stay protected.
Mm-hmm.
What reason are you making people stay home? And what does that benefit the man? What benefit am I getting from you people staying inside? Well, I now have to start furloughing you and giving you money to stay indoors. What benefit? I'd rather have you as worker bees.
Well, the benefit for the last one, I think it was to test whether the people will listen,
right,
and also to maximize income for the elites, whether it be PPE or whether it be a new drug that was forced on people, which people took and they used and they made a lot of money from, whether it's Pfizer or whoever.
Yeah,
they made a lot of money, loads of money. So I think it's all money motivated and power.
It's small money in the big scheme of things. That is
you.
It's not enough money. No,
Well,
to me,
to you-
it's a lot of money.
but I'm saying
to close the whole world for a few billion. No.
to you it's a few billion, but how do you know that the numbers are not manipulated to make it seem like it's small?
He might be doing the chip as well. You never know.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we don't know about, man. And I don't think that the pandemic was just purely for COVID. You know, I think that they were testing a few things, man. The idea of us being on lockdown before lockdown happened, it was laughable. It was seen as a conspiracy theory that nobody had any basis or any facts from, and then it happened.
Biological warfare.
Like, I think that anything is possible and anything can happen at any time.
What? And if you notice also, whilst we were all locked down, they did a lot of things that were money generators. Like your local council and your borough councils made so much money from the lockdown when they introduced all of these low traffic networks and all those type of like they just capitalized on the situation.
You know what? Just to add conspiracy theory to the top of it, we're talking about AI. AI has become a massive thing since COVID. Maybe they was just testing AI to see whether or not you need actual people at work to be able to do the stuff that the world to go around. Maybe we can use technology to make the world go around, and the best way to show that is that no one could go to work.
Well, the horseshoe on this, the political horseshoe, I think they call it the horseshoe, where you have the people on the left and the people on the right, and there are some aspects, most notably the Jews, where the people on the far left and the people on the far right will start agreeing at some point. And then this seems to be another moment where the people on the far left and the people on the far right believe that this conspiracy of the lockdown and the chip and the anti what's the virus or whatever,
anti-vax,
the vaccine, all that stuff. You get this collective the fight. Wow,
solution.
Be careful, man. When you say the solution,
no, you start saying vaccine before you would say vaccine, they'll shut you down. You're not allowed to say that.
I always thought that was a madness, man. The place come out of one place. Anyways, you just have this bit where they now start congregating and looking at each other. It's like, I usually hate everything you talk about, but we can agree on this, can't we? I'd be like, yeah, dog, we can agree on this. And it's I find it interesting that those things are starting to grow a bit more and more. There seems to be a bit more commonality between the people all the way on this side and the people all the way on that side.
Yeah, you will eventually get back to. The world is round, isn't it? So you'll get back to the.
But the horseshoe is not round. It ends. There's a space there. They'll come back to this side.
Yeah, well.
Somewhere. You just think things will peter out and everyone will go back to their camps.
No, they will, yes, because that's what will happen. But there's always going to be the point where, like you said, the extreme left and the extreme right. There's always going to be points where you'll get to where they'll both agree on something, because that's the nature of.
Yes, humans.
It's the nature of nature. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a thing that universally impacts everybody, and everybody sees through it. And organised crime is just trying to make sure you don't actually collectively see through it. That's what it is.
And what if the idea of the end times is actually upon us?
The biblical one.
Yeah, let's just say that it's just around the corner. Mark of the people are using the term "mark of the beast." That's a biblical term. Let's just imagine that's in 2028. You know, then what?
Then it happens, isn't it? Nothing you could do about that. As a stoic, when something's going to happen and you can't control it, there's no way to cry about it.
Maybe.
So if they're forcing you to put the chip in you,
so end of the world is now not a biblical thing. Is a man-made thing, or is it one of that's?
It's one and the same thing, technically, isn't it?
Well, if God has ordained it, not that I believe in God, but if God has ordained it and He's using man to implement it is using man to implement its means, then me one is not going to stop it. What am I crying here for? Just deal with it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if the government now says that they're pushing this chip in you
as an implementation of God's will.
They're not using God. That. They're not going to say that. They're just saying
no. God has ordained it. I want the end of the world. This is how it happens.
No, but that's not how they're going to advertise it.
No, but they don't know what they're doing. They're just doing something. I woke up this morning and this. I want to do this. This stuff, which I would call evil, but apparently that's what God wants to be the end of the world. So be it. I can't control it. No. This is another reason with the religion thing. If you're telling me that this is going to happen, who am I to try to stop it? I'm not going to try to stop it. I'm going to enjoy my life whilst I'm here. Slack for life. because the life is short. What am I trying to say? I can't beat God. Your arm's too short to box with God. I'm not getting in the ring. I'm staying in the. I'm not even in the arena. I'm outside banging some chick. My wife.
You know, it sounded like that guy that done the interview. You know, yeah, I want to give thanks to my girlfriend. My wife. Yeah. That's what you sounded about right there.
Yes,
it's okay.
It's okay. All right. On that note, let's do our church notes and our good boys.
This was episode 553. We never said that at the beginning.
No, we did not.
In a year.
Backside. No. Your front side. No.
Batik. What do they call it?
Nope. No, thank you. I don't know. No, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right, we'll start off with Simple Simon.
Yeah, this week I watched The Bluff. It's actually not bad. It's on Amazon Prime. What's her name again? Shilpa. Is it Shilpa?
Shilpa Shetty.
No, not Shilpa. What's it? The
You're Asian.
Yeah,
that might be the one. Then.
The one that done Citadel.
I'm not sure.
She's married to one of the Jonas brothers.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, she's in that with the guy from The Boys.
Is she in Big Brother?
I don't know. I don't watch.
No, Shilpa Shetty was the one that was in Big Brother. The one that did the effigy and better.
Yeah.
Oh no, they did the effigy for Jane and Jade Goody and better. The Asians don't fuck up, bro. They made effigy and said yes, man and down.
Yeah, this one is the one. I can't remember her name.
Okay, but Mr. Wolf is looking.
Yeah, and
Shilpa Shetty.
That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about
What's the name of the film?
It's called Jonas now anyway, so it's maybe Super Jonas or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jonas.
It's the film's called The Bluff.
I'll find the woman.
Anyway,
he's fine. Yeah, Super Jonas.
No, it's not. It's not Shilpa. I don't think her name was Shilpa.
Is it an action film? I think I've seen a trailer for this film.
Yeah, it kind of is like pirate business.
Yeah.
It's actually quite good though. So
one wrestler or something, isn't it?
I don't know about that. Okay. I was quite surprised how good it was because
Priyanka.
That's the
Chopra.
one. Priyanka Chopra. That's the one.
So they all look the same to you. Very well. Okay.
No, I just couldn't get. I couldn't find her name in my mind.
You know.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Apparently they're bantu.
Do you remember Extraction that was on Netflix? Yeah, it's that kind of pace.
The bit where the man's.
Yeah.
I can never go with that.
It's that kind of pace in this The Bluff as well. But it's properly. I was entertained. I was very much entertained. Been watching Industry as well. That's been moving mad. And
I haven't watched this. Was there one this week?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. I forgot completely.
People love this program, man.
Yeah, it's moving mad. It's also, I feel like it's predicting some.
I don't want any spoilers.
Some chaos that might happen in the real world. What was I going to say again as well? Yeah, that was it. There was something else I watched, but I can't remember for the life of me.
All right, then. Big Wahala. Talk to the people then.
Yeah, I watched Waste Man this week. That's a good film. I watched...
Is that a prison film?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a prison film. It's a good film, though. Let's check it out. I watched another film called... is it Don't Die? What is it called?
Oh,
Good Luck.
Good Luck.
Good Luck, Don't Die.
Have fun.
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Yeah,
I watched that. That's actually another good film. Very it's a conspiracy type thing that Mr. Wolf will probably like.
12 Monkeys is in my head somewhere.
Okay, why?
Is it anything like 12 Monkeys?
I can't remember 12 Monkeys. I've watched it more than once or so, and I never ever remember it.
Time travel.
Yes, I know. It's kind of like that.
In fact, boy, that predicted like COVID almost, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that one again.
And I watched Scream 7 today as well.
Have you watched all the other 6?
Yeah. If you like Scream, it's the same as always, so that's fine. So yeah, Paradise is back for season 2.
Yes, that's what I watched.
Did they drop the whole thing?
No, first 3 episodes.
And Cross is back as well. So if you like Cross, that's quite good.
People fancy that, do it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm done now.
Thank you very much, Big Wahala. To my left, Mr. Wolf. Talk to the people there.
Yeah. I'm gonna recommend The Merc. Check his page out on Instagram. Very, very good, very informative. So go to The Merc on Instagram and you'll find him there, also on other social medias. Nothing really else. Yeah, man. Stay blessed, man. Stay happy. You know?
Thank you very much, Mr. Wolf.
Oi.
And thank you, Sim Salmon. I don't believe I said that. I am Stavros Boss. You can catch me at Stavros Boss on most of social medias. I guess I'll make my Stavros Says the Nigerian Modernism Arts exhibition at the Tate Modern in London. If you're in and around the place, it's £20 plus £2.
Sydney.
When does it end?
I think it's May, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's also a graffiti exhibition which is free somewhere in Green Park. I'll put them both in the show notes, and that's until May or April or May. So that one I've got to go and see as well. That's in Green Park in London. So those are my Stavros Says, little art things there, and maybe I'll look for some more things as well and dump it in there if I can find it. Also, if you guys have links to those email mailing lists and stuff where they promote, or even social media sites where they promote black art exhibitions and movies and festivals and whatnot, holla at, let me know please, because I'm interested in doing these things. And as I claw myself out of debt, maybe I might have a couple of shekels to rub together to actually go to one or two of these things sometimes. I'm still clawing, but I'm getting there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for those of you who sent in questions, comments, queries and whatnot.
Give thanks.
We appreciate you and we give thanks to all of you. The conspiracy theory is strong in this room. We love it. We talk it. We discuss it. And come the future, when the dust is there and this is still running in the ether, they'll come back to episode 200 and this and 100 and that and 500 and this, and they'll say, these guys, they knew. Mm-hmm. Or two of them did anyways. The other two were going on like they were chatting rubbish. So thank you very much for tuning in to the Eloquently Saying Nothing podcast.
Rubbish.
Yes, well, we're not chatting rubbish, we're eloquently saying nothing. This is this was episode 553. 3?
Yeah.
In a year.
Hashtag okay. You wanna do it?
In a year blood.
Hashtag ESN Pod. Start joining the conversation.
Plug
ESN Podcast on all the socials.
Plug.
Send in more things at esnpodcast@gmail.com so that we can discuss it.
Tell them.
Mr. Wolf, Big Wahala, Simple Simon, DJ Websling, I thank you all for joining us in person or in spirit. And I am Stavros Boss signing out, saying love, blessings, and conspiracies.
And remember, if you ain't saying nothing, say it.
Flag for life.
Keep your prayers up, even though Stav don't believe. I'll pray for him still.
I believe in positive spirit though, man.
You believe in a higher power?
I believe in... I believe in something. I don't know.
Press.
I have no idea.
I want to go home. You're just starting more conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rodents and other small insects, welcome to the ESN podcast.
In fact, I like that tune. It's not too bad. Yeah, baby.